These are mothers with their babies. We've given birth to about 42 elephants here in the Royal Kraal. So we have a huge success rate, the best in Thailand. And keep in mind, this is a creature that's slowly disappearing from the planet. They are breeding less, producing less offspring, and there's only about 1,200 of them left in the wild. So these mothers and their babies are the new generation coming in, and we are very excited and very happy that they are rebuilding and replenishing themselves. I'm standing here at the Elephant Kraal Temple, where we honor the bones of the ancestors of the elephants here. All of the mahouts, the ones that take care of the elephants, come by the temple and offer their blessings. They light incense, and we honor the generations because we believe that the elephants are sentient beings here. And in Thailand, they're revered, and as many mythologies all over the world, they're the fabric of that experience of human consciousness. In fact, they say that the Buddha was an elephant before he became the Buddha. Hello everyone, my name is Yuri Zelas. I'm a licensed psychotherapist in California, specializing in working with trauma. My experience with my clients has been to help them recover from physical and emotional injuries sustained in the course of their lives. The modalities that I have been using have been somatic experiencing developed by Peter Levine and somatic touch. Using these models has helped my clients to release the trauma that's embedded in their nervous system. I'm here in Ayutthaya, Thailand, applying somatic touch to one of my favorite creatures, elephants. I've been given extraordinary access by Ava and Michelle, founders of Elephant Stay at the Royal Kraal here in Thailand, to help elephants recover from their injuries. Here we are. This is Plai Wan. He is a magnificent example of an Asian elephant. He's about 40 years old, and he's one of the breeding males over here in Ayutthaya. He's just such a gorgeous creature, so strong, so muscular. The differences between an Asian elephant and an African elephant is they're smaller, they have smaller ears because they're jungle inhabitants rather than savanna inhabitants. Only the males in the Asian species have long tusks. Females have very short, if non-existent tusks. Also, the spottiness that you see is just a feature, and it's a character that identifies different elephants just by their spotting pattern. This is a really good example of a strong Asian male. Now I'm going to introduce you to one of my clients, who is a female, and you'll be able to notice the difference. This is one of my favorite elephants in the world. Her name is Rasami, and she is 25 years old. She was injured in a traffic accident where the trailer that she was in tipped over, and she fractured her hip. So I'm going to show you where the injury is, and then I'm going to work on her for a little bit. Elephants are hungry. They eat about 250 kilograms of food every day, so it's quite a big task. So she is definitely very hungry. I'll give her a treat, and then we'll be able to go look at the injury. So here we are at the back end of Rasami. You can see that where the hip fracture happened, there's a bit of a bump on this side. So her whole pelvis has cracked on this side, and it's been repaired now, so the bone is stabilized. And what I've been trying to do is just open up enliven the bone again and release the muscles that are attached to that are still stuck in the pattern of the trauma, the injury. I'm trying to release those muscles and allow that fullness of the hip to return. You can tell how sensitive she is to this area. So I just checked in with her body, and it seems that what's coming out, what's emerging, is that the bone wants to have some work on it today. As you can see, her tail, she's flicking her tail up sort of protectively over that injury, and she's also rocking her body back and forth. And what I'm doing is I'm being sensitive to when she pulls away, and when she comes back, I make contact with her. I've spent the last 20 minutes working on the site of the fracture of Rasami's hip. She was moving her body back and forth with the experience that she was having. Sometimes it was more intense, somehow less intense. But we stayed in her comfort zone. She could move away and then she could move back. I think she experiences this as being more comfortable for her, and she has more range of movement. She's not limping as much as she was when I first met her. And so this work has slowly progressed for her. I'm going to continue working with her for the next month that I am here. and I expect to see better progress, more movement, and I anticipate that her structure is going to be more stronger and being able to sustain her weight. So she's been a great teacher for me, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to work with her. She's an extraordinary elephant. This is Plai Mun. He's a 45-year-old male who's had an injury to his feet, and I'm going to be working on his legs to help him with his fluids. Yes. Yep.
Hey, con thấy.
So I've just worked on Plai Mun's right leg. I started working there. I worked with the fluids. I got them moving up towards the center of his body, and it started to open. It wasn't easy. His legs were, you could see that he was shifting his legs around as he began to feel the work taking place. Once that side was clear and open, I moved down to the other side, his more sensitive side. That was the one that was injured before. Because we had done all this work in the beginning there, he could tolerate me working on his left leg, and he wasn't shifting away from it as much. I worked very gently. I allowed the fluids to move from the ankle up to the knee, and from the knee upward into the shoulder, towards the heart where he moved around. He was in less distress on that side of his body because we had done the work on his right side before then. So he's an amazing elephant. You can see how peaceful with his mahout being there. He's very peaceful, he's very quiet, he's very gentle. The mahout only had to remind him a few times to calm down, relax, to calm down as the work began to intensify. So this is great to work with him. He's been a wonderful teacher. A bit scary when you were down there so deep and so close to those tusks. It's always a little scary to work there. But, one of my favorite elephants. This is Honey. They call her Honey. Her real name is Nampon. She is, as you can see, a very aggressive eater. So I've been working with her to settle her down a little bit, so she's not as aggressive. She's a great elephant. She's about 45. She has given birth a few years back to a baby named Falun, and she knows I have treats for her, so she's very, very aggressive in that. I'm going to be working with her a little bit just to calm her down and to just tone down her food aggression. Nampon is particularly animated today in her session because guess what? She's in heat. She's drawing a lot of attention from the male elephants around here, and she's encouraged to mate. A true romantic, the other day she slipped her chains and ran off looking for her favorite suitor. I take great pleasure in working with her, and her strong will and her enthusiasm for life is a treat to see. She'll push boundaries with me because resisting is play for her, but eventually will follow my directions when we walk. I've been with her for a few years now, and it's always a treat to spend time with her.
Yeah. นี่เขาดังไปทั่วโลกครับ
This is Yogin. He's one of my clients that I'm seeing right now. As you can see, elephants can drink plenty and plenty of water. I've been watering him for about 15 minutes and he's still drinking. So I'm going to have Yogin come in. He's a 14-year-old male, and I've been working with him. One of his front feet is longer than the other, so it causes a lot of stress on his shoulders and on his legs to carry that weight because the legs are uneven. It's kind of a genetic defect. He's small for his size, and he's a great elephant. So with him, I'm just relieving his pain and his stress on his shoulders. I'm taking the pressure off of that joint, and it's just starting to open and to relax. He's shifting his weight a little bit as that starts to soften. And then I'm going to work my way over to the other side and do the other shoulder and just bring them into balance. Because Yogim's front legs are different lengths, my treatment was focused on helping ease the strain in his shoulders. At first, he was reluctant to let me touch in his lower extremities. I built trust with him by talking with him and bathing him and spending time with him. Eventually, I was able to touch those achy joints that had been bothering him. He's going to require ongoing touch support with the addition of supplements that are going to help him to ease this painful condition. What a marvelous experience it was to work with these elephants. It's difficult in mere words to describe all that I've learned about these gentle creatures. What started as a desire to help elephants recover from injuries and abuse became a realization that they allowed me close to them in order to hear their story. It is a perspective that I could not imagine knowing nor indeed sharing with others. I learned that they're not so different from us. Someone once wrote, "Elephants are like humans, but better." It is true that they are tender caretakers of their young, that they are ruled by a matriarchal society that promotes order and teaches their young the rules that govern a community. It is true that they have consciousness of death and visit the bones of their departed relatives. It is also true that these strongest of land creatures choose to live in relationship to us of their own free will. It is unthinkable that a rhino or a hippo would ever allow the kind of special relationship that we have with elephants. Though they've lived alongside man for at least 5,000 years, they can never be fully domesticated, and they maintain the rules of the wild ancestors while in captivity. These sentient beings are curious about each other and communicate with low-tone rumblings and body language. It is not uncommon to see elephants standing near each other with trunks touching for many minutes in silent reverie. We are much noisier than they are, our society more combative and restless. In my hands-on work with them, they had to go into some of the pain they suffered from their injuries as I touched them. Because I have earned their trust, they stoically endured this experience. I found them to be much more sensitive in their bodies than my human clients, and I came to rely upon this sensitivity to guide my hands in the work. It is not elephants' memory that identifies you to them. It is because they have a deep and probing experience of you. They read your intentions quickly and accurately, though it takes time for them to trust you. They can respond to more than 60 commands, but if they accept you, their motivation is in pleasing you. We don't fully appreciate how sensitive these creatures are. Separated from their families, they rely on their human benefactors for basic care and for food. For their safety and for ours, these social creatures are often chained and left alone. This breakdown in elephant society results in fewer births, and they are dying faster than they are breeding. Without the benefit of elephant sanctuaries where elephants can live with each other and maintain their patterns of society, we may be watching the last walk of these creatures who have lived here for more than 200,000 years. What is an elephant story? It is a story of loyalty. It's a story of endurance, and it's a story of sacrifice. We have much to learn from these peaceful warriors about living in harmony with the natural world. With elephant slaughter taking on epidemic proportions, we have to come together and galvanize commerce and industry to resist trading in ivory and to build sustainable communities for the elephants to live in. Sanctuaries rely on income from donations and from ecotourism to pay for food and veterinary care. Your dollars allow some elephants to work, providing you with rides and invaluable pleasure, while others can rest and be with their young. Older elephants can be retired too and live peaceful lives among their own. The Royal Elephant Kraal in Ayutthaya, Thailand is one such working village where a breeding program is very successful. As stewards of this planet, there is an imperative that we act as conservationists and find a way to stand up, visit, make noise, and support elephants everywhere. At the end of this video, you will find contact points where you can make a donation. Find more information about sanctuaries you can visit and how to get involved. Our own survival depends on the well-being of this little island we call home. And we need to let each other know what is at stake if we don't act. I can never forget my time with these elephants, and it is as if they looked deeply into my soul and left a part of themselves there. If I have been able to share this with you, then you too will know the elephant story.